welcome to Queen Koukoui. This is Queen here. And for you guys who are new, thank you for tuning in. And make sure to subscribe and like.
Thank you. So yes, guys, welcome back to yet another video. For all of my returning viewers, welcome back, my YouTube family. And for those of you who are here for the first time, be sure you check out my channel because I have several audiobooks that I have uploaded. I got some for the kiddies. I got some if you want to learn a little education, a little something, or if you just want a really good novel to listen to, I have those uploaded as well. So be sure you check that out. And for today's video, I'm going to be having another conversation with my daughter. So for those of y'all who are returning, you know that I recently had a conversation with her about what's going on with the protests and what happened to George Floyd, which I thought was a very, very interesting conversation. And so today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, just to give you guys a little bit of background, my daughter's 10 years old, and me and her father are not together, but we are co-parenting very well. She goes and visits him often. And so it's always been just me and Araya. We have just been me and her. She has literally been sleeping in the bed with me since the day she was born until probably like about 3 or 4 months ago when we recently moved in with the guy that I'm dating. So I wanted to ask you, Araya, today, with all the changes, how have you felt from it going to being just me and you to me, you, and Tom?
I mean, it's not bad. He gives me like rides, like piggyback rides. It's fun, and I think he makes you happy. So I happy.
Okay, so do you feel like you're missing out on anything, or are you okay with the changes? Do you wish anything that we used to do that we don't do now?
Yeah.
Like what?
I wish like you give me like 5 hours to be on my phone and stuff. I wish on the weekend I didn't have 5 hours.
Okay, so obviously there's a little bit more rules. But anything else? Do you feel like anything has changed with our relationship?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, no.
No? Are you sure? You can
Well,
be honest.
I mean, like we don't spend, I don't know, like after you work, we usually do something fun, and you're getting off at work a little later than 4. And so when I bother you like every day, I just want to have fun. I'm like, Mommy, come on, let's do something.
So you feel like we don't spend as much time together?
Not really. But I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you still happy?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you miss when it was just me and you?
Yeah.
What do you miss about it?
And I miss the fact that we got to sleep together.
So for my new parents out there, don't make the mistake of letting your child sleep in the bed with you because it is extremely hard to get them out of bed. But she has always had her own room and her own bed. And I think honestly, I really enjoyed her sleeping in the bed with me. But it's definitely a bad habit. So if you haven't started it already, don't start it. Anything else you would like to add about some of the changes from all the time that it was just me and you, and now it's 3 of us? What?
Well, why would you say that?
Say what?
Like you just said.
What did I say?
It's a good habit. It is a good habit. And the fact that we run out of food a little bit quicker than we used to.
Now we run out of food quicker.
Yeah, so there's more people in the house. More food quicker.
Okay. Well, guys, it seems like she is adjusting well, which was one of my, my worries. I didn't want her to feel like I wasn't spending enough time with her, I didn't want her to feel like she was being replaced now that I'm in a relationship and we decided to all move in together. So it seems like she feels loved, which is very important. It seems like my boyfriend, who she calls Tonton, is treating her well. She seems to be adapting well to him, even though there obviously are a little bit more rules, but she seems to be adjusting to those rules well. And of course, like every kid, they rather not have rules, but at the end of the day, rules are necessary. So she's adjusting to those rules, so I really appreciate it. So now I wanted to ask you, Araya, do you feel that with Tonton being here, that your relationship with him is strong?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any worries about you and his relationship or the way he treats you?
I guess kind of.
Okay, what?
When you two get married, I was feeling he's going to feel he has a little bit more power of me than he has now.
So what do you mean by power? Like, what do you think he's going to do with power?
Like he's going to make me do whatever he wants, and I'm going to spend less time on my phone and stuff.
Okay, so you're worried about rules.
Yes.
You think that he's going to put more rules.
Yeah.
So you think that's a bad thing?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what about the way he treats you? Do you feel like he treats you any different, or do you feel like he loves you less, or anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right, that's good. And so one day when we get married, how is that going to make you feel?
Well, of course I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy that he's going to have another kid. So I'm going to be bored if I don't get a puppy.
So that's one thing Araya's always asked. She is my only child, and she's always wanted to have a baby around. So it sounds like she's excited with the possibility of having a baby brother or sister.
Sister.
Okay. So what else? What else do you think, how you think you will feel when our family expands? So when we get married and then one day have a baby, how's that going to make you feel?
Well, if you have a baby, I'm going to spend a lot more time with the baby than any of you.
Okay, so you think you'll be a really good big sister?
Yeah, I'm going to squish the baby's chubby cheeks.
Yeah, I think you'll be a really, really great sister. So when our family expands, do you have any worries about your relationship with me or your relationship with Tonton?
Yeah, with you.
What are you worried about?
With the baby around, I have a feeling you're not going to know I'm here.
Really?
Yeah.
You think I'm going to forget you're here?
Yeah.
Oh, I can never forget you're here.
Yeah, I know you a lot, so no way you can forget.
So obviously, if we do have a baby, then some things are going to change, but I'll always have time for you, and I'll always love you. It'll just be more people to love. Right?
And Tonton can babysit, and me and you will go to Rio.
Yeah, we'll always have our time together. It might not be as much as it is now, but we'll always make sure that we have time together.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So you had mentioned one thing that you said that one day when me and Tonton get married, you feel like he might have more power. So does that bother you that he will then become your stepfather?
No. It doesn't really bother me. Yeah, it don't bother me at all.
Okay. Because it's you are lucky in a sense that now you'll have two father figures. So you have your dad who loves you very much and takes great care of you and gives you all the things that you need and want, yes. And then you now have Tonton who will become another father for you. So it's like you'll have two fathers who love you, care for you, give you the things that you need and support you. Yeah, so you're lucky. Not everybody has the opportunity to have that. So you got two men in your life that are gonna support you and love you and care for you.
So but I have a feeling I'm gonna take all this back if I get a boyfriend.
What do you need a boyfriend for, girl? Okay, that is for another video. Back to the topic at hand. So do you understand that? So once we do get married, he will just be another person for you to love.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're okay with that?
Mhm.
Okay. And of course, your dad will always be your dad.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So before we end the video, is there anything else that you want to add? Anything else that you would like us to talk about? Anything that you've been feeling?
No.
Okay. Well, as I said, Araya's 10 years old and she's very, very mature for her age. She has very, very wise thoughts and she really understands kind of like the dynamic of what's been going on, and she's been handling it very well. She's been adjusting very well, so I'm very lucky to have her as a daughter. I love her so very much, and she's definitely making the transition very easy for me, as much as I was a little bit worried about how she would feel, because I definitely don't want her to feel left out. I definitely don't want her to feel like she's being replaced or that somebody else has joined our family that's going to make her feel any kind of way. And so I was really glad to hear that she does not feel that way. And so I look forward to kind of some of the things that is in our future and as we expand our family. So yeah, so that's it for today. So for you mothers out there that are listening to this video, I encourage you to have this conversation with your children. It's really, really important to have these open dialects because you'll be surprised what a 10-year-old understands and what they see. And it's really good for you to hear their perspective and understand where they're coming from, so you can either explain what it is that they're seeing and just to be able to understand, how they're viewing things. So do you think it's important that parents understand how kids feel?
Yeah.
Why?
Because kids have feelings too.
So you heard it straight from a 10-year-old's mouth. Kids have feelings too. Alright guys, until our next video.